You are about to see man's first attempt to reach the moon. This story is not true. It hasn't happened yet. These are scenes from that story. It will happen when men such as these name the day. This is the story of that day, of man's first moon landing.
You know I've never broken a promise to you, but,
When you going, Dad?
How you can stay so calm is beyond me.
We send birds aloft every day with men in them. Not to the moon, sure, but still aloft. First time for anything is petrifying, but then after that it's routine.
do me a favor.
Sure.
Leave me here.
Senator Sloan, that finishes everything I have to say about the preparations. I'm sure Colonel McCauley, Dr. Russell, Major Donan, Major Trett can answer any questions about the trip itself.
Thank you, General Roberts. Colonel McCauley,
Yes, sir.
where do you intend to land?
We'll land here on the Sinus Roras Plateau.
Yes, I see. As chairman of the President's Space Committee, I have to answer a great many questions. Why there?
Day temperature will be a comfortable 50 degrees. Noon temperature on the equator will be well over the boiling point of water. Plateau is flat. Seems like a perfect place for a first landing.
How do you rate the possibility of a successful landing and a successful return?
Mechanically, we're completely confident.
Colonel, you know how many billions are being spent to get you four men up there?
Yes, sir, I do, and I believe it's a good investment. As you know, practical applications to moon conquest are enormous.
Thank you, Colonel. Dr. Russell, you think we're ready? That we ought to make the try now?
Well, nothing stands still, Senator. Life began on the sea, then it groped onto the land with intelligence and time and staggered into the sky. Now we're leaping into space. We are ready. Space flight is only a natural, inevitable step in evolution. We have to go sooner or later. We might as well make it sooner.
He's quite a philosopher, sir, but he's right.
We're all in agreement? Your mission is to go into orbit around the moon. If conditions are favorable, you will land. Your decision. The mission as planned will be short and quick. Takeoff, 23:59 hours.
General, can we call it midnight just this once?
Takeoff, midnight. Just this once.
0 minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Fire. Speed, 25,000 miles per hour. Escape velocity. Orbit perfect.
Ground control to pilot, clean up for lunch.
Hi, Dad. Hi, Russ.
Hi, Pete.
Dr. Russell's an astronomer. He used to be a ball player. Will you coach our team tomorrow, Dr. Russell?
Oh, I'd sure like to, but I can't.
Too bad, Russ, because Dad's going to umpire.
I can't either, Pete.
But you promised.
Now, you know I've never broken a promise to you.
When you going, Dad?
So, where's your mother?
Took Johnny to the dentist. Said she'd be home for lunch. Stay for lunch, Russ.
I can't, Pete. I made a promise, too. I told my mom I'd drop by. I'll take a rain check.
That a promise?
You bet. See you later, then.
Alpha signal, 0 minus 1 hour.
How a doll like that could marry Patrick, I'll never understand.
Time check, Moonship Alpha.
At the signal, 30 minutes.
Well, the things we have to put up with.
Stop griping. Wrap him up real pretty, will you?
You remind me of my mother. You want a real laugh? When Mom heard we were leaving, she said she read it was very cold on the moon and told me to tell you fellas to take along plenty of warm clothes.
What are you doing with the model rocket kit? Are you making them as well as flying them?
No, I had to pass up a Little League ball game. It's a peace offering for Pete when I get back.
Ed, how's Mary?
Great. She asked me to bring back a chunk of the moon.
Liz is not so hot. You know, stiff upper lip bit.
I don't know whether it's tougher to sit home and sweat or go. I don't think I could sit.
60 seconds. 59, 58, 57, 56,
55, 54, 53, 52, 51, 50, 49, 48, 47, 46, 45, 44,
43, 42, 41, 40, 39, 38,
37, 36, 35, 34, 33, power full, 2, pressure optimum, 30, 29,
Power full.
27, 26,
Pressure optimum.
25, 24. Your check is complete. 20, good luck. 21, 20,
No sweat.
19,
Out.
18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
fire. Away, moonship 1 degree off course. Deviation 2 degrees, increasing. Second stage away. Deviation 4 degrees. Deviation 3 degrees, correcting. On course.
Coffee, Jim?
How you can stay so calm is beyond me.
We send birds aloft every day with men in them. Not to the moon, sure, but still aloft. First time for anything is petrifying, but then after that, it's routine. You've got to make it routine to play this game.
Macaulay to ground control. We are now in orbit.
Let's get some coffee.
Misjudging free fall and snapping.
Go ahead. Who needs him anyway? Dead weight.
Go on, sit down. Mind your switches.
Hi, Robbie. For the life of me, I can't relate that little light to 4 men in a spaceship.
It's them, all right.
Alpha, we are now in moon orbit.
Dead on time.
Our orbit is about 100 miles off the surface. It's fantastic. Craters thousands of feet deep. Mountains soaring into the sky. We're over Sinus Roris. plateau is not flat at all. Lots of low ridges, boulders scattered all around. And the craters aren't as deep as we thought. Off to the right, there's a conical mountain.
Going around the other side of the moon.
Okay. What's with you, Russ?
Nothing. Excitement. Just excitement.
Ready to fire flares?
Ready?
Almost an anticlimax to find out it's just like the other side, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really the first to see the moon. Really the first. Ever since I could think and hope, I wanted to be one of the first.
Well, Russ, you got your wish. We'll make one more orbit, jettison the covering of the third stage. Then we'll land. Ready for deceleration.
Critical velocity reached.
Ready for vertical orientation. Moon landing.
Position for landing.
Check. Power full. Autopilot on.
Check. Computers on. Computers on.
Landing positions. Okay. Nice and easy now. Altitude 10,000 feet.
You gotta figure a way to overcome that sunspot interference.
Contact in 30 seconds. 20 seconds. 10 seconds. Altitude 100 feet.
I wonder how deep that crest is.
Let's try a landing.
We made it.
The gravity sure feels good.
We did it! We did it! Congratulations. We did it. We certainly did it. Congratulations.
Take it easy, Rush. You'll be the first.
Russ, get back in your seat. The ship's going.
Don't wait, she's going over.
Two switches.
It was necessary for Colonel Macaulay to once again orbit above the moon before he could determine the next phase of this mission.
You all right?
Yeah.
Sure?
Sure. Knocked the wind out of me.
You sure blast off the hard way.
Yeah, I wish you'd learned to drive this thing.
Quiet.
Thank you.
I figure we may have hit a soft spot. The other leg's held. We propose to make another attempt.
Your decision, Colonel.
We're safe.
Maybe. Macaulay to ground control. We've landed. We'll stay aboard half an hour, ready for instant takeoff. Right now, it seems to be holding.
You get me the White House, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt this program to bring you this important message.
The White House has announced that the Air Force has made a successful landing on the moon. The moon ship was under the command of Colonel Edward McCauley.
With him on this momentous journey were Major Patrick Donan, Major Mason Trett, and Dr. Russ Russell. We hope to be able to bring you the first message direct from the moon as soon as it is released. Please stay tuned for further news about man's first landing on the moon.
Yippee!
We're going outside. Our radios are locked to your channel. Major Trett has orders to take off if the same thing happens. The service is granted hard. Patrick, start unloading Russ's telescope. Inform control we're commencing operations to remove and jettison all empty fuel tanks. Roger.
Whatever the price. All the hours I've looked at it. Now to be here.
Moonship Alpha, this is Control.
Moonship Alpha. Trett speaking.
Inform Colonel McCauley that your launching time has been computed at 0700. Due to the excess use of fuel, it is imperative that this schedule be met in order to effect rendezvous with fuel tankers before re-entry.
We should complete stripping all excess equipment in about 3 hours, sir.
Telescopic observation from the moon is infinitely better than that made from Earth. No doubt when we can erect a suitable-sized telescope, we will definitely be able to determine whether or not the canals on Mars are a natural geological phenomenon. Overbuilt.
Patrick, quick!
Look at his mouth.
It's all right. It's all right now.
Let's get him back.
I don't know.
Dr. Russell has not responded. Colonel McCauley is concerned that a broken rib may have punctured his lung. We will keep you informed.
Russ? Russ? Why didn't you tell us?
Wanted to land. But waited so long. Like a jewel. Diamond. Black velvet. Do me a favor.
Sure.
Leave me here. Leave me.
Dr. Russell is dead.
Colonel, this is General Roberts. Grant Dr. Russell his last request.
When I consider thy heavens and the work of thy fingers, the moon and the stars which thou hast ordained, what is man that thou art mindful of him? Good night.
Ed. Russ died doing his job. He wouldn't have had it any other way. So you mustn't fret.
Your son would be as proud of you as you are of him, Mrs. Russell.
I was proud of Russ before he went to the moon. I'm happy he saw it. He wanted that more than anything else. And what other man has ever had so bright a monument?